28 grams of moss, 28 grams of moss. Little people the king, little people the king. Y'all ain't ready for this, y'all ain't ready for this. Champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Don't know why you cats wanna wait to beat with the feet just to give you cats a chance to eat. What you got for early didn't finish the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game and I continue to win. See, I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. That's like you phony rap cat, about to make it squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, ATL is on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga. I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I follow you rap cats, so you niggas my sons and I'm the truth. Why? Cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Still rep the AT, but I carry my throne. God bless every child that can hold it home. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause there's another rapper out there better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you die. So when you can't scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the how. You do the math, and that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the damn cats know who really the done. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. See, I put that on my life, put that on my son. Gotta stay the best of people licking trade love. In my throne and I'm the key. You can put that on my heart and I'm the God. Cause I'm the motherfucking champion.
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy. Serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, social security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
Just-in-time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justintimeaccessories. Just-in-time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just-in-time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at Good
evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Anthony Brown Show, the segment that we call the ATL. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Tell your friends, family, neighbors, and your enemies to hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing to subscribe. We're on our road to 20,000 subscribers. 20,000 subscribers. So just definitely hit the subscribe button. And definitely hit that thumbs up, which is the like button. That lets us know and YouTube know that you appreciate what we're doing over here. And they will then send the video and share it with other people with similar interests. And of course, comment below, and we will read your comments on the air and respond accordingly. I'm joined tonight by none other than the very bright, the very beautiful, my sister, Tayama Sweetness.
Hello, beautiful people.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Tomorrow, tune in to Tayama Copeland Facebook. I will be going live at 6 sharp.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's the girl for tomorrow.
I know that's right.
And
of
at
course,
12, I got a whole 2-year-old.
I see behind you, terrorizing.
My Tatai.
Tight, tight. And of course, I'm going by none other than Mr. Hulkamania himself, Mr. Muscles. I think Donna Ross was singing by him back in the days. I want muscles. Yeah, yeah, all over his body. Anyway, none other than my brother, Legacy the Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. ATL in the hole.
Yes, yes. You looking very vibrant.
Oh man, just keep pushing every day. I appreciate the extra energy that was just given. I needed it. Was a boost.
Okay.
It was a boost. What's up, sis? What's popping?
Nothing. You got your invite?
No, ma'am, I haven't got my invite, but I knew I was invited a long time ago.
The lies. It was sent to you.
I didn't get it. I ain't checked my other phone though. I ain't checked my other phone.
Boy, it must be nice to have that many phones. Must be nice.
Tony,
Okay,
Tony, how many phones do Tiama got, Tony?
about 10.
I can't. I can't.
About 10.
You're supposed to be on my team, Tony.
Okay, 5.
Hey, but that ain't nothing. My mama got more than me.
Oh. See, we got to
She be
go
like,
on.
wait, which phone? Which phone? Hold on. Hold on. Let me grab the phone.
We got Legacy over here growing muscles and getting bigger than Arnold Schwarzenegger. Tiama melting away, losing pounds. You got, what you say, 2 more pounds to lose, Tiama?
I got 6, and I'm out the 2s all together.
6
Baby.
more to lose. And guess what? We also got the most voluptuous juicy cakes of all time. They're bigger than Duncan Hines. They're bigger than Sarah Lee. Yes, we had to go all the way up to the East Coast and grab these cakes. Make sure nobody else grab them for us. Miss Juicy Cakes.
Hey, everybody. I was back to tell him, come in, coach. Come in, coach.
Okay.
What I do?
Yes. How's it going, Juicy?
It's going. It's just another lovely
Hey,
day in the
Sandy.
neighborhood. Hey,
Everybody
Sandy.
say hi to Sandy. She watching.
Hi,
Hey,
Sandy.
Sandy.
Yeah, so how are you all?
Great.
I was ready to
Hey,
finish
Miss
the
Cake
song.
Cake.
Hey, I
Hey.
want some
Hey, come on.
roses.
Please adjust the camera.
Oh, you got to read that. I can't read that.
Please adjust the camera. One of the highlights of the show is seeing the boss lady red lips. Oh my God.
See, now you about to make me go put on some lipstick.
And
Go ahead
pucker up.
and get it popping.
He lived lots of popping.
Hi, Miss Sandy.
I told you.
Hey,
But if
Sandy,
you
welcome
put
to
on
the
the red
show.
lipstick, you
Hit
got to
the
put on that
subscribe
red
button
hat.
and the thumbs up.
Say what's on.
I was telling Sandy to make sure she hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up.
Tayama, I did get the invite. It was sent to the other phone, but I just had to turn it on.
You got a phone, an
I
extra
tell
phone
it,
that you
baby.
can
Yeah.
call
She
off.
got 3.
Sandy,
That's
man,
more than
They coming for
Tony.
me. They coming for
That's
me.
more than 99% of the people on the planet.
What, 3 phones?
and she probably got one under
Yes.
her left. One on her left titty and one on her right titty.
Nope, they all on my desk.
Well, she definitely can't. She definitely can't have. She can't have them dust on it because that's where she keep her guns.
Oh, I forgot. Now
You
you
know
let the
what?
word out.
You can't come to my house no more to get your hair done. You talk to y'all. Listen, black people is so funny to me.
Just black people.
Just black people, because I don't
What about the
like.
brown one?
Listen, when white people do something to you and they know they wronged you, they gonna go out their way to try to baby you, buy you, finesse you, something. Black people are the most bold. I didn't do shit to you people I ever seen. It be dead ass serious when you be like, you know what? To your action, this is my reaction.
Well, what didn't happen there?
You show it to me, and I'll show this.
What you say, Juicy?
Yeah, I'm just here for it because black people. I think of melanin people because it don't matter what shade of the.
Yeah, I'm finna become a Karen. I'm sick of y'all motherfuckers. I'm becoming a Karen. Listen.
They'll do something to you and get mad that you got mad.
What?
They beat you.
How
mad.
you beat me? Cause I'm mad with you.
You can't be calling nobody out like that.
Listen, my name is Karen from now on out. Play with me, and I'm gonna give you to the crackers. Play with me. My new name is Karen. Yes, I am not black. I'm Caucasian.
Speaking of
Well, that is in your family. That is in her family tree, Tony. She can be a lot of different races at one time.
right.
Legacy. I'm gonna tell my mama we banning you forever coming to the house again. On every level.
Master say, don't do him like that.
Hey, Lala. Hey, TT baby. She ain't going to sleep now.
Okay. Speaking of black people doing funny things, Tyson is the only 2-year-old to have a party at midnight.
Hey,
What the?
don't hate.
No, no.
Legacy. Tony just mad because afterwards it's gonna be an all new party. So
Mine
you
is
get
a
to put your
Halloween
muscles
party all
on.
month long. So it's a Paw Patrol party.
Everything with him is Paw Patrol. Everything. He
Rebel.
will, like, girl, he got some banging Jordans. He'll wear them Jordans and then he'll get by the shoes and he will spaz out till you get him them shoes.
Are they Paw
Oh yeah,
Patrol?
he'll pick.
So what I
No.
did was I took his Jordans and I let this girl Paw Patrol them shoes up. I was ready to die about it.
Okay.
That's
We
why
know
I
we
asked,
can
'cause
do
you
what
know
it
they be
do.
redesigning them. I was about to say, you can go on and get them custom.
Listen, I don't be with that custom when you spend $110 on little people's shoes that they ain't gonna be in for 3 months. I don't want no custom because custom don't go with everything.
Look, I bought Nas, which he was still growing, but I bought him a pair of shoes, and he had to have them. He came back and they were dripped on, and I'm looking at him like, what in the world? He talking about, this the style. I couldn't do nothing but breathe. Huh?
Yeah, you be about to
Yes, and then he
hyperventilate.
got painted. And then he didn't even wear them because they couldn't be creased.
It couldn't be what?
Creased. Like that stuff, Nianki, he got some nice shoes and he will not wear them because they can't be creased.
Wow.
I'm like, wow is right. I'm like, man, tennis shoes supposed to be, you supposed to wear shoes. That's what the whole point you buy them for. And they. But you know what? Naeem is a shoe lover. So when you start like that, say, it don't go away. Naeem, when he want to go to the store, he want to go to Nike.
Let me tell you what I done figured out. My son like older women. So he making sure his shoe game gonna be on point. He already got his old lady Jeanette, and she got a job. So baby, Tyson smart. This one, he making sure I can hold my coins. He a cougar chaser.
Let's introduce him to breast and booty.
I was just about to say that's what it is. I saw her in that coral dress too. I know why.
He don't even play with it.
Well, this I ran across Black excellence at its best, and from my understanding, the highest score you get on your SATs is 1600. A Florida teen scores a perfect score of 1600 on the SAT exam. So hats off to this young man. I didn't get his name, but hats off to this young man. And being black to score a perfect 1600 on his SAT exam.
Big ups yourself, young man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We've got some excellence going around, and I'm thankful for it. There's a Pell Grant that one of my son's classmates, well, he's a senior, he's a basketball player on his team, and it goes to poverty or people who are low income is what it said, but only I think 750 people receive it out of the out of everywhere in the country, and his school received it, one of the achievements, one of the full ride scholarships through the Pell Grant. So, they give you money, but they don't do full rides through the Pell Grant. I mean, he can go any school he wants to.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, so I'm glad to see our black men, not just the black, because our black sisters, we holding it down. But these young men, they have so many things to discourage them and distract them. For them to keep on and keeping on and being excellent like that, come on, brother, come through.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Tony, I was and ladies, I was watching a couple of podcast shows, and can y'all hear me clearly? Because it kind of sounds robotic, but you can hear me.
Yes.
And they was showing that what country do you think within the United States of America produces the smartest people on the planet and has the most professions with doctors and nurses in it, but mostly doctors?
Africa.
What country or what state?
What country that produces Nigeria?
Yeah.
Africa as a whole produces the most across the United States, but the most just the country alone, Nigeria produces more the smartest doctors in the world and the most inside of the United States. And they don't talk about that, but that is what it is. And it's like when it comes to neuroscience, scientists, cardiologists, anything dealing with like lungs and spinal, is Nigerian. And they don't that's why, they're upset. Like I was watching also today where they're upset with the Swiss, and America has become more and more angrier with Africa, because Africa now, and they don't want to talk about it because they don't really want to scare a lot of people, but Africa now has started to back out of trades with the Swiss, French, and the United States on certain things, because they found out now, even though that's why they've been knew this, but once the Africans started to revolt against the colonizers inside of Africa and started to revolt to push them back out of Africa, they've started to take over more of their minerals and prized possessions like diamonds and gold and rubies and things that are in Africa in abundance. Because a lot of things actually won't work in our cell phones and computers and laptops and stuff without a lot of this fiber optic stuff that is produced and made inside and come from Africa. So when Africa decided that they're starting to push away from doing trade with them, and these people are really upset with Africa because Africa don't want to do business with them now, and they were trying to get a treaty signed, a trade treaty signed with Africa. Africa told them, no, I don't want to do business with you. But y'all done already came and raped and pillaged our land so much that now Africa don't want to do business with them. So y'all can get ready for the United States of America and these countries to start having, so-called problems with Africa, because they know that they need Africa for all those different things that help keeps the world going. And Africa now is saying, look, we're not going to outsource our cocoa and stuff to y'all, because the Swiss does trade a lot of cocoa with Africa for coffee and tea. And so the people who is over the trade market for Africa is saying, hold on, why are we doing business with the Swiss and people for coffee when the Swiss don't even produce large quantities of coffee and tea? So who are we trading? Why are we trading one of our most prized possessions with you guys? Y'all don't even produce coffee or tea at an abundance. So that means that y'all are now taking our material. Oh, and then they find out that the Swiss, the tea and coffee that they're producing, they're buying it from East Africa and selling it and trading it with South Africa. And so the Swiss are not losing anything. They're just taking the East Africa's material and selling it as if it's the Swiss stuff. So it's a lot of stuff going on out here now where the country of Africa is starting to rebel and revolt against the United States and other countries that all they've done is taken from it, and their country has not grown in economic growth due to the fact of them trading with the United States and other countries.
Wow, that's interesting.
Oh yeah. They'll find a way to create a war to go against Africa. But what has happened is they're going to be mad because now Africa is now outsourcing a lot of their stuff to Russia and to China. And those are the two countries that, the United States hate. So if you're giving out most of your stuff to those two countries, you automatically become an enemy to the United States.
Well, I have something that's very interesting in the news. I don't even know who this person is. This is those of you that's into the rap music, because I don't listen to today's rap. But former ex Gucci Mane artist, I can't see it. Rapper Lil Wop is now cross-dressing. Who's Lil Wop? Do anybody know who that is?
I've heard of him, but I think he's featured on a few albums with some people, but I've never heard his album per se. To say, once you sign to a label or sign up under somebody like Gucci Mane, it automatically kind of makes you famous a little bit. But boy, I don't know what's going on right here.
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram, and I was like, let me screenshot that and share that, because somebody might know who this person is. I personally don't know and never heard of him. I've heard of Gucci Mane, but I don't even know what Gucci Mane raps about. His material.
I'm blown away because the man named Lil Wop. Lil Wop, what, Wop ass pussy? I'm blown away because women walk around saying they got that Wop. So you don't want to just put
So we all been sleeping. He been letting it be known from day one. It is what it is.
Yeah, so he don't just now he coming out because listen, for real, said that this man was a dude. Looking at that picture, he looked like a skinny woman.
Yep. And he even did the
I
duck
don't know
lip.
what's.
He did the duck pucker lip, like when girls take the pictures.
I'm gonna go out and come
Nah,
back
he
in
got the
because this
kitty
sounds like
cat
robot.
ears on. Not just
Yes,
the
he did
little
the duck
poke
lip.
out. He got the kitty cat ears on too. Huh? You know what? I ain't gonna say nothing. Just go ahead, Lil Wop. Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
No. Because I like all people. Look, no, I might be wrong. And so I don't want to speak wrong, about, I don't know, neither Lil Wop nor Gucci Mane. I don't believe I've heard any of their music. So I was just going to ask, is he still a part of the group? And is it more will be revealed?
That's I don't know. So I just happened to run across this on Instagram. I said, well, let me show it. Maybe
Tony,
somebody, maybe.
excuse me, not to cut y'all off. Could we do a sound check because I just went out and came back in again and it's sounding robotic. So I'm gonna mute myself.
I hear you perfectly.
I hear you perfectly too.
Yeah.
I hear everybody perfectly.
Now you hear me perfectly?
I hear you perfectly. I heard you perfectly all along.
Okay. So, but this what I don't understand. I can't get past the fact this man is walking up. He been walking around with his name Wop Ass Pussy.
He did not say all that. You added that.
Well, what do WOP stand for?
What?
I thought it was wet.
It's supposed to be an A.
Pussy.
Oh.
But it's okay.
WAP. It's an O.
Oh.
So you that ain't Wop?
I'm just not feeling the way he doing his lips to be a little boy though.
He's cross
Oh
dressing.
my
God! He's fitting the he's putting it all together. That's part of what
Mm-hmm. His little ears.
His little bunny ears. Right.
Okay.
Meow. I'm trying to find more information about him.
Yeah, we're gonna continue
I want to see some videos.
She doing a quick rough draft over the little boy life.
Well, we'll keep following the story and see what happens.
Let me see.
Recently, R. Kelly was moved from the Chicago prison and moved, I think, to prison in New Jersey, I believe. Reason why no one knows, but if anyone knows, let us know. But also, I want to add to this story is that Cassidy, the rapper, was saying that it's a shame that he's in prison for allegedly underage dealings with females. He said because ever since he can remember back to middle school, all the in girls or the it girls, the bad bitches on campus, 8th grade, 7th grade, was messing with niggas that had their own cars and would be picking them up after school at the candy store on the corner across the street from the school or whatever. So it's been, he said this is part of history and part of life is that, girls that's in or thick or fine or the it girls, have always been messing with dudes that was overage and, and they were underage girls. He said even in the industry, that's like a norm to see industry men, music and acting with girls that's underage. He said, so that's the narrative. He said that's the norm. And so other people should be in jail as well as R. Kelly if y'all want to put R. Kelly in jail. What y'all got to say about that?
All they asked me to be in jail too.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with what he's saying. But at the same time, it's a little more to it. I think that R. Kelly is being taken the rap for, and so that's why he locked up. It ain't just for him with little girls, because look, R. Kelly. I mean, You know, it was I was looking at a TikTok news the other day, yesterday, of this lady, and she was complaining about her daughter posting something and her TikTok being used on this company's website or YouTube as an advertisement without her permission. And the mother said that her daughter, they sent her a message and asked, "Can we use this as advertisement?" And the mother said, "No, you can pay us for it, but you can't do it for free." She said the company never responded. And then a couple weeks later, a friend sent her daughter the ad that she saw of the girl's thing being ran without her permission. So that's only one part about it. The mother went on to say this has happened before, and it happens from companies when they go target these little girls who are promiscuous acting and have big breasts. So her mother knows her daughter acts promiscuous on TikTok, has big breasts, uses her body to get views, and she's okay with her daughter doing it as long as they pay her for it. So if the parents are co-signing this behavior as long as they get paid, I don't see why these people, entertainers and so forth, are being held liable and not the parents when they're the ones saying it's okay. And that's where R. Kelly got caught up in the mix with, because a lot of people he was messing with, the parents were okay with it.
That's what K. Michelle said.
Yep. And the only reason he got caught was because somebody had to go down. But the people who were with him at the same time they were doing it, they didn't go down. So, I don't know. But back to Lil Wop. This ain't new. Lil Wop came out 9 months ago and said that he's bisexual and he likes transgender and feminine men. Lil Boosie even had a little commentary about it. So it's been known. He's just doing it a little bit more in the last day or two to get more publicity behind it. But he's been saying it. Yeah. That's what I just saw.
Wow. Okay. Don't do your thing, Lil Wop. Is it, since there's no A there, would it be wet old pussy?
That's probably what it is.
Or wet other pussy.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. But Cake, I'm just coming back in, but to jump on with what you said about the R. Kelly thing, it's just so, and it's crazy because all those people got passes who I seen where some of the people was even saying that Kelly sent them to go get these younger girls and bring back. So not only did you know about it, you facilitated it. That's called trafficking.
And I'm gonna say, and if they did that, they should be arrested for trafficking.
So because they wanted Kelly so bad, they gave everybody a pass and paid them for participating in these, the movie thing that they came out with. And see, the underhanded thing is, if you really go look, you will see where the record companies tied in with the movie company that produced Surviving R. Kelly, and they still made money off of R. Kelly by collaborating with the movie companies, giving so much insight and tidbits on how he became R. Kelly and what this and that. Everybody got a pass except for R. Kelly. And it's all about the fact of, let's just go back and lock up everybody. Let's go lock up the 2 judges on prior charges when they let him walk away with allegations of peeing on a girl in another crime. Let's go back and get a Leah mama and dad who okayed her marriages and all of that. Go get all the parents that dropped their daughters off at R. Kelly door and arraign them and hit them with some type of charge so that you can set a precedent that even if you are a parent and you're dropping your child off, because the key thing is all y'all motherfuckers knew that R. Kelly was pissing on little girls. Y'all saw it, and you still took your daughter to R. Kelly. That's just like there's no way that I'm taking my child, regardless if Mike got convicted of those sexual charges and stuff like that. I'm glad Mike didn't get convicted, but I ain't dropping my little boys over to spend the night at Mike's house. I'm just not gonna do it. Those charges have been there.
But Daddy, I want to go to Neverland.
If you don't nether your ass in that room,
Never
I'll make sure you go to the fatherland, which is back where you came from. Go have a seat and don't sit on Mike's lap.
Wow.
But he's my friend.
That's the. But it's just, I mean, it's about money. And like I said, I didn't see Mike getting in. I mean, not Mike, excuse me, Mike. I didn't see Kelly really getting into trouble until that man said he was the black Hugh Hefner. After Mike said that, I mean, not Mike, but R. Kelly, that's when them folks came after.
They had to shut him down.
Now Hugh Hefner, that's a whole nother story. Because how many Playboy bunnies he have underage?
And
I'm sorry, the Easter bunny and the Easter egg hunt.
and nothing being done about it.
Nothing. But you know, right, and that was where I was going with it. And so you know, back on Lil Wop again, because I'm just so thrilled. But he didn't freely come out with it. A video was leaked of him with two men, and it was exposed because he was acting as a family man with a old lady and a child as a father. But then when it got leaked, he had no choice but to express what his preferences were 9 months ago.
Boy, Juicy, all in your business. She ain't know nothing about you. Now she know everything.
Okay, that's what I like. We got intelligent representatives on this show. Y'all be researching. Y'all be researching, pulling this shit up. That's what I'm talking about.
Legacy coming on. He coming on. He got two phones. He coming in two.
And the internet tripping on both.
Ain't it? What y'all talking about?
Hey Mr. Dance.
What's up, Cordell?
I want to talk about with y'all. What's going on with Florida?
I think it's too damn hot down here, and these people like they brains frying and shit.
Hold on. Let me bring up something real quick. Y'all hear about this weekend allegedly Usher and Chris Brown got into an altercation, and it all stemmed from Tiana Taylor. What supposedly happened was Usher was sponsoring or hosting a birthday party at a skating rink for Chris Brown. Chris Brown, of course, was heavy on the salsa, got drunk, and was doing or saying something to Tiana. Tiana didn't want to be bothered, and she was ignoring him. And as a result of that, Chris allegedly started disrespecting her. So as a result, Usher and some other guests in the party all stepped in to try to, calm Chris down. So Chris proceeded to walk to his van, his tour bus, him and his little posse. Again, being that it was Chris's party, Usher followed him and to try to calm him down and like, dude, it didn't have to go this way. Let's talk about it. Let's squash this, blah, 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 blah. But he ended up, Usher come back with a bloody nose. Somebody hit him in the nose. Now, the funny thing about it is the very next day, Usher and Chris Brown was supposed to perform at the Lovers and Friends tour, which was sponsored by Missy Elliott, which they did perform and did a wonderful job, but they didn't say anything about this altercation or who did what or what really happened.
Look, money talk, bullshit walk. Pay me.
And
Run
not
me my
even.
money.
For the longest time, Usher always called him his little brother. Siblings gonna get in a fight. Every now and again, I might have to punch you in your shit, but at the end of the day, you know it's all love. I'm just saying.
I apologize. Don't be mad at me. Your number got like lost, and I was trying to reach you. And I'm glad you're back on. So now I can say you have to hit me up. I got everything together, but I didn't have a way to contact you.
Okay. So yeah, so that
Let
was
me tell you,
supposed to
Juicy just said that like a whole nigga that be sitting there putting people on straight fuckery. Tell me she ain't say that like she got a whole player card. Juicy, are you trying to be a stud, bro? Because the way you explained that gave me straight stud vibes.
and then the next
Listen,
and then the very next day, the very
I'm not
next day,
lying.
the very next day they had the Lovers and Friends concert, which
Mhm.
the Brad performed at the Lovers and Friends Music Festival with the baby to be. So she performed with her baby. A lot of people was throwing her under the bus for her shirt, but I love the shirt. She's a proud mother, first time
Everything
mother.
about it.
She's proud. Pregnancy is a thing to be rewarded and applauded.
I would not have expected her to. Pregnancy is to be loved and applauded. I showed my belly, so I'm not knocking the show of the belly. It's just that's not the persona that the brat. When she came out with it's one ladies' night and she was showing skin, I was surprised to see her then. I've
Girl,
always
I was there, mouth watering. What do you
I've
like?
always
Whole lot of oh,
the brat to
never mind.
be the stud part of the relationship. So I did not see her taking this. This was like a weird kind of feminine side to me having it.
But let
It
me
was
tell
very
you,
creative.
the brat, she's comfortable in boy clothes, but she's very much a femme.
Mm.
Yes,
She's very sensitive. It's real easy to like, man,
but yeah,
Chantel
she
cry quick.
she was
She'll
all
cry
she was
quick.
all up in a minute.
Like, she will cry in a minute. She is
Oh.
very sensitive. So
And
I don't know about that. It's fitting to me. I think it's so beautiful.
she was
I
also
said she was doing a lot when I saw it. I said, "Whoa, she doing the most." Like,
Let
do
me
we
tell
got to
you,
do this in order
if
to get the
I'm
people
2 years away
to?
from being 50 and this coochie still spitting out babies, bitch, I'm gonna be doing cartwheels, pop locking, dropping it. Girl,
and
everything.
another reason why the brat
Cordell
did
said,
it.
"Tell me no, she's not."
Another reason she did it. Juicy. I don't know if you heard on the last episodes is because the fact that her spouse already has 3 kids. So she said there'd be an opportunity so Brad can experience what it's like to be a first time mother. And Brad has never had any kids, of course, because she played a stud role. So because that's why she's doing it, and she loves it. She said it's a very wonderful thing.
Sandy, I'm gonna do it for you.
She's so crazy. I think it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I said
Even
when I
though
first saw it, I
they
said,
still are
"Whoa."
catching so much heat from the baby daddy being white.
I thought it was like, okay, Rihanna came out and showed her belly. So is this the new trend? We gotta go. Is this, you know how everybody there was a nude party and everybody had to come scantily clad and everything? Is the era now? Show this.
Let's be clear. Way before Rihanna, all the celebrities been walking around with their stomach out. What are you talking about, Juicy?
No, I don't watch TV.
I know, right? But no, girl, that it wasn't a Rihanna trend. They been doing that, like embracing womanhood, and like it's been going on for a minute. But
But
even
like I say, I co-sign it because my daughter 23, and I wore my belly out. I
and
wore
look,
tight
and
fitted
for all
stuff.
y'all that's talking about her outfit, I bet you her outfit costs more than your whole wardrobe, including the jewelry you wearing.
Yeah, because I brought
Cause
my baby
they
Grace
rolled out
back.
on the brat outfit for so long. Like that was the most thing they was talking about. Not her
You know,
performance. It was what she wore.
Cordell, we said the same thing. There was a lot of men out there. He said Allen Iverson would have been perfect for her to get her seed from.
You right. Her
She
baby
could have
would have been
picked.
extra short. She wouldn't have been able to find it.
Oh, Dr. Nice Sling. He could have been like Spud McKenzie and still dunked though.
Nah, but I want to be able to find my baby. The first 6 years, I can't find my baby. Man, nobody don't want that little old man. Like T.I.'s son. T.I. made these things so little, they just doing stuff to look tough because they know they just.
So back with the thing with Usher and Brown. I found it funny that I read the comments that people were talking, and they were like they both love. Like he only went after Usher because Usher is little than him, and he could beat him up. Like he wanted to bully him. I also was listening to how much Usher praises and, like you say, call him his little brother and
Yeah, that's
everything.
what I'm like.
And this chick, Tiana, say her name, Tiana, also was like Chris Brown's sister. That
Right.
she's the one who stood in the paint and stood up for him and talked about his character when everybody else was putting him down for being a women abuser. And then he turned around and did the same towards her. I wonder,
Let me tell you,
I'm waiting to hear what she
Well,
got
he
to
didn't.
say.
let me tell you, a lot of people, what they're saying, it was the drugs that he was on. So
They said
being
they-
that they know it wasn't him, it was him, but it wasn't him. Like he was under the influence of something. That's the only thing that gave him a pass. Even the day after the altercation, Usher like came out because basically they was talking about he got beat up and all this. He showed he didn't have a scratch on him.
But
So
we done seen what makeup do for some women.
listen,
So,
He did have nose.
those are brothers, siblings gonna fight. Don't give them that much pressure to put on the black man.
yeah, she doesn't have to say anything. No, she don't have to say anything. She don't, and she can forgive him too, and she can
They were
also
even
vouch for his character.
they're even saying if Tiana if she tell her husband Iman Christopher to look out because
Let me tell you, I thought about that
How,
too.
what you mean if
I
she
thought about
tell?
that.
Like he don't know.
I'm sure
He
he
don't
knows
know.
now.
He
But
don't.
that's how you know it wasn't as big as they're blowing it up to be. Because Iman is not going for it at all.
Okay,
And
touch your grandmother up
and
under the sink by his.
and I'm telling you,
I
that's
just
how I know
mean
it
he was
wasn't that
trying
bad
to.
because Iman would have definitely went on ahead and touched them up a little bit. But you gotta understand who Chris Brown rolls with. Chris Brown rolled with bloods out of California. So his entourage that he's with is mostly gang affiliated individuals. And I don't understand, me personally, I don't understand why when we get money, we automatically want to affiliate, especially like rappers and stuff. That's how 6ix9ine did. That's exactly how 6ix9ine got all those people locked up with the Bloods in California because he was paying them to be around him. And now here you are, Chris Brown. You people don't understand the magnification of you walking around with people that are known killers, drug dealers, and things of this nature. Because when it do hit the fan, and you are attached to these individuals, yeah, them people gonna have something to be dealt with, but the limelight gonna talk about you and why you attach yourself to these people.
Right.
Mm.
And he walks around with this entourage, and a lot of people don't understand about Cali, about being out there in California, living a life. Most entertainers and superstars and stuff like that, they're targets in these areas. And when you come to these cities as, an entertainer, star, whatever, as a black man, you get what is called you need to come check in card. meaning that you need to be okay to be able to move around in this city without somebody touching you or robbing you or doing something. And how you get that pass is you go into the bosses, the underbosses, and say, hey, I need your entourage, you know, how much you gonna charge me to have, you know, to cover me for about 2 months. And they tell you what they're gonna charge you. And once they charge you, that's when, you know, you get your pass to be able to stroll around and move about in the city. And that's what Chris Brown is doing. And a lot of people, you know, like I tell people all the time, these people are extorted on a heavy level. And because they want to live out here in this Cali life, you know, people, you have to pay to play. And that's what he's dealing with now. Because he didn't hit Usher. Somebody else hit Usher.
One of the gang members.
So in a nutshell, Usher should have known better than to sit there and keep following behind him when Chris Brown was trying to de-escalate the situation by walking away.
But this is what I'm gonna say. If me, Tony, you, Tayama get in an argument, or Tayama walk away, if you walk behind Tayama to try to calm her down, to try to see why she's acting this way because she's so upset, you're not following behind Tayama to get punched. You're trying to check on your sister. You're trying to figure out why Tayama is so angry. You're not looking for Tayama to turn around, or somebody who walking away with Tayama to turn around when everybody see us on Tuesday and Friday, know that we care about each other, we check on each other and things like that. You're not looking for Tayama to turn around and slap you. You're trying to find out what's going on.
But if the payroll says protect me at all costs, don't put.
Now we got a problem. Now we're gonna have a problem because Tayama should turn around and ask her goddamn parent, what the fuck y'all putting your hands on my sister for? Whatever me and my sister arguing about is, but this ain't no stranger off the street. You see me with this woman every Tuesday and Friday. Don't put your goddamn hand on my sister. Matter of fact, you can go home. Send somebody else, regardless of what
we don't have time to have a conversation. This shit for the mama. I'm gonna get you with me. You hit mine.
Yeah.
Get you with me.
But watch this. Tell me, when me and Tony had our spat last year, you didn't take no sides. I don't remember if you was in it. I think you was in it too, but y'all didn't take no sides. Y'all just wanted to know what the hell was really going on. What was the root cause of it?
You need to go talk to your brother. You need to go talk to your brother.
Yes, you did.
You need to go talk to your brother. Don't listen to what no bitch say. Go talk to your brother.
That's exactly how we handle it. Ain't no.
The story you got, they ain't what we know. We was like this. They was like this. We was like, they was like, pretty much, go talk to your brother. So listen.
Exactly. So you have to go. Go ahead, bro.
At the same, remember they had the altercation was on, I think, Friday night. Well, Saturday, like I said, they all performed separately, but together at the Friends and Lovers and Friends Festival. So I showed you the Brat perform along with her baby, but in addition to Brat performing, Old Genuine, old ass fell off the stage.
And then tried to take the sound man with his ass. That ain't funny.
That was
funny. Let me tell you,
was funny.
The sound man was like a lot shorter and he bigger, but boy, that boy was smooth. And when he
tell me he was like this.
Okay, I'm done laughing at you, Genuine. I hope you get up.
Listen, man, but listen.
Where's the video? Just inbox me.
Oh, it's a video.
Hey. It's a video. Cake, listen. I was looking at the picture of the Brat right there. That was probably the most uncomfortable pregnant woman I've seen. It was uncomfortable for me looking at the Brat being pregnant like that because the Brat is almost a dude.
That's what I said, Legacy. That's
No.
what I said. I
My
said
baby
it was
looks
just
amazingly
surprising.
beautiful.
I'm not
Your
taking
baby
away
look like
from
the
her
your
as
baby
a
look like
woman.
the first man to ever conceive birth.
Oh well, and she
Or
pretty.
the
And she ain't got no lettuce, so get off the brat.
Well,
That's why she
not
said that
she
man.
about to have some. She definitely about
She
to
said that
have
baby
some.
getting cut out. Don't see. That's how we know you don't deal with her. That thing is she having a C-section.
Y'all see how country that young lady is right there? Talking about a C-section. That is called a cesarean.
Listen, cesarean, cut,
hold
get
on.
out.
For all the criteria that they want for the best of their child, is she gonna turn around and get cut and not let the baby come through its final destination, the birth canal, which is one of the most essential processes of childbirth? I regress.
Wow.
I say cut it out so she stay cute. But I need you to know when they give you that epidural, afterwards you're gonna be itching like a straight crackhead.
So, Debra, if you watching,
Oh my God.
I mean, I don't know who she say. I don't know who she saving her coochie for because her wife ain't got no penis, so it don't matter if it's stretched or if it widen. It's gonna be the same thing to her because when it open, it goes back. See that's what I'm talking about. That's the exact same I'm talking about. That like I'm with Cake on that. Why is it that you don't want to go through that process?
I can't. Okay, why you ain't giving me the
I'm thinking that. Hold on, Tate. Let me. I think it's. Do Debra have any kids prior to this?
No.
First
She
time.
has never been pregnant. Never, nothing.
Right. So I'm thinking that the other lady must have already
had signing up to do this.
The other lady, what? The other lady, Jessica got 3 kids, and they grown.
And
they
I
all
had
grown.
her tubes tied.
No,
her tubes tied.
Listen, her tubes are not tied. She's just one thing I love about the Brad and Jessica relationship is,
and she old.
She literally wants her to experience everything in life, to do things that she would have never done. I think it's.
And she old. That's why, cause she old.
She is not old.
Listen,
that lady is old.
So if she old, you old.
What does that matter about being old? Age ain't nothing but a number.
Hold on, Juicy, don't you turn on. Juicy, don't you turn on me. Don't you turn.
On you. She should.
Don't you goddamn turn on me.
I ain't turning on you. She need to be pushing.
Juicy. If you call that lady old with him, you do know that means you old. The brat is 48.
I didn't say she old. I said she needs.
She
so
old.
You turn on his ass.
I can't call her old. I can't
Cause what?
She too old to be getting a C-section and acting like she can't be a real mama and push.
Hey, and guess what, Kate? Guess what, Kate? Tayama said that she got a push. What it is, a push? When you had Tyson, what was it? Yeah. So she don't need no damn push gift then, cause she ain't did no push.
I did. They cut me. I got a cut.
She did.
You got cut. That's what I was about to say, Chantel. She don't want to deal with them labor pains, and to me,
exactly. Let me tell you. If I got money and I could bypass all that pain, damn right. Who do I pay? Where I swipe? Debra, I got your back.
Bottle of mere oil.
Listen, Juicy, I understand all that shit you saying, but busting it wide open, that shit is overrated.
just helped a young lady deliver
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. You know why half of them parents be about to kill them damn kids? Because they remember how cute their coochie was and not look like a toe down bus. And you be like, nigga, I will snatch your life. Let me tell you, that's why the parents be trying to kill them damn kids. I'm telling you, girl, get them cut out. Because me and Tyson, we like this here. Because when I look down, she's still pretty. So me and Tyson, we like this.
Not a toe down
I don't know
boss.
about it. Yeah, I don't know about it being tore down. I got 5.
Let me tell you, you been to have legacy kids, he gonna look back at you and talk about, oh nah, you done fucked it up. It's don't do it, Miss Sophia. Don't do it. But it's a safer and healthier way to go, Juicy. I understand that. Baby, that is overrated. Let me have that type of money to where I can tell you, okay, so listen, when I get 7 months, we ain't gonna make it to the 9. We go, I pushed out 3 and I'm good in that department. Not many people can say that.
Yeah.
And I ain't finna try, I'm not finna try to find out. So what does that supposed to mean, Legacy the Great?
Oh, you trying to find out? Hey, Kia.
What supposed to mean?
Y'all better pay attention to them faces. What that's supposed to
I don't know what you talking about.
Okay, Tony, do you know?
Trying to find out. Look.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out who you talking. I'm trying to figure out who are you talking. Are you talking about something that Juicy said or something that
I'm talking about what your face said?
Yes.
I just was laughing at what y'all were talking about. Talking about toe down bus and stuff.
No, little short man, bring it back. No, little short man.
Hey, he gonna be starting.
He think I boo boo the fool. He think I boo boo the fool. I wasn't born last night.
You want to be started?
Did you see? You read?
Tell me, you are trouble.
I am that good trouble. Girl, come sit next to me, baby.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Nutrition is the key to a healthy, strong body. Therefore, we need to take control of our health. My passion comes from my adversities, and now I'm empowering people to gain control of their health by introducing healthy snacks for life, which is filled with non-toxic high-quality substances derived from nature. It was designed to stop the human consumption of eating unnatural sugars, so they can maintain a healthy lifestyle while snacking. Healthy Snacks for Life is diabetic-friendly, filled with vitamins, minerals, beta-carotene, proteins, fats, and more. It's a balanced alkaline mix that's crunchy, delicious, and nutritious. It's also affordable, combined with nutritional factors that our bodies needs. So do it for yourselves, do it for your children and families, and do it for others. Try Healthy Snacks for Life. Today, you will not regret it.
Again, if you're just tuning in, you're watching the Anthony Brown Show, this segment we call the ATL. Please click the subscribe button. We're on our road to 20,000 subscribers. We're almost there, 20,000 subscribers. I remember we started out with 2. So we're on our road to 20,000. So go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. Please subscribe. I wanted to show you guys something also. Homemade versus box.
Is that at your house?
The top layer homemade, the bottom layer box. What you mean?
Yeah, because I'm trying.
Wait, the question is: this at your house?
That's the limitation that you got.
What happened?
You're on a diet. You cannot have the cake, Tayama.
Listen,
that's a lemon cake that Jadette had made, and she put some lemon zest in it, and she put pineapple filling in the middle, but it's still a box cake.
Why is
Okay,
it
so
so
let's
box?
do this again.
What
Is
makes it
this
box?
cake at your house now?
No.
It's already gone. She already ate it. That was Sunday. It's Tuesday.
Hey,
Eggs and
I knew what she was
oxtails,
when
cream
she
of
said
peas,
it the
and
first
rice.
time. I knew what she was talking about. But
I
listen,
got
let
peas.
me explain something to you. Let me explain
Hey,
something to you, Tony. What's not finna keep
sending love
what's
to
not
you.
about to keep going is you're not finna keep up here discrediting the manager behind the screen that makes everything work and gives you extra
My
information when
daughter-in-law.
you don't know a goddamn thing.
My
So
daughter-in-law.
damn.
It's a box
So
cake.
now what we do know, because Cake hasn't found out yet, but me and Tayama definitely know that Mrs. Carlotta Brown makes some of the best homemade cakes
No.
Cake,
when we come over
food,
and have dinner.
honey,
And
baby.
food. She
Listen,
ain't
let me
had
let y'all
them.
love. I be trying to steal his girlfriend.
I've
Listen,
never had.
listen, Legacy. She tells me how she like to cook and how much she like to do in the kitchen. I'm pretty sure, even if it's boxed, everybody don't even know how to zest a lemon.
What he's hating on is the fact. Listen, Cake. This is what he's hating on.
Not hating.
Anytime, you're a liar.
Not hating. Being truthful.
You are a liar. That is a homemade cake. I tasted it.
That's a box cake. You don't know. Your taste buds must be fucked up.
You know what, Jeanette? I wouldn't cook for that little yellow man now another time in my life.
What she do to you?
I just want y'all to tell the truth. That's all. She
It
did
look
nothing.
moist and fluffy.
And it was all that.
Cake. He's a hater. Listen.
Let's
He
put it
has
this way. She have never cooked anything that has made it to the trash. She has never cooked anything that made it to leftovers that it don't get devoured. So with that being said, hallelujah.
And homemade to me. And homemade to me.
The box said add 2 eggs and a cup of water. They didn't make it homemade.
That ain't what she did to
it. It was the hell with the box at that point.
You better believe it. How dare you come on here and try to discredit her on the ATL show, but your ass over there gaining extra pounds off her love and affection when she go in the goddamn kitchen.
Good evening, Pastor.
Hey.
What it is, wrong. Hey, Tyrone, listen, bro. Listen.
Good.
Hold on.
You know what?
It is.
Since you messing with my baby cake, I'm gonna tell her to make Tyson cake for his birthday, and don't touch
Tony. Go back to Tyrone.
Hey.
What
Tony,
it is, Mr. Adrian? Listen, Tyrone, Mr. Reagan. I'm tired of you avoiding my texts on Facebook. I'm tired of you avoiding my calls. All I'm calling for, cuz, is my goddamn pictures. Now, you about to make me get up and come down there with Tayama and Tony and knock on Auntie door about my picture. That's what's about to happen.
Legacy, don't do
How you
it.
gonna do it?
Let's go, because I really feel like knocking on people's doors. Even though I got keys, I really want to knock so they wide awake when I pull up on them.
I got
you.
Yeah. Adrian, how you holding up, my guy? How you holding up with your grandmama and everything? How you holding up?
Yeah, sending you love.
Lots and lots of love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't do it, Legacy.
Hey, hey, Adrian, is that your legacy? Don't do it in the color purple voice.
No, stop. It's in my Jamaican voice.
I'm sending your picture.
Yeah.
You ain't got to even wait no more. Soon and very soon. I'm good. She buried first week of June. Ooh. That's how long they take over there?
I didn't see what he said. It's still showing on my end. Say don't do it.
She's going to be buried the first week of June. Their services are the first week of June.
Okay. Well, condolences, my brother. Condolences.
Like Tyrone said,
But I'm gonna get back to Tony. Bro, that's been Tyrone. That's been over almost 3 weeks, bro. They in your phone.
he said he's sending up shortly.
If you have T-Mobile Tuesday, you can go and do the Walgreens.
Hey, let me tell you,
pictures.
if your daughter was standing next to you, she'll be telling me the same thing, Legacy. It's been.
Listen, Tyrone is my cousin. That's my mother's oldest sister's baby boy, and he was at the funeral. There's a lot of pictures that he took at the funeral that I've been waiting for him to send, and he ain't sent them yet. But
all you need to know, you was clean. Legacy be so damn clean. You be like, Shorty Doo-Wop, where you going?
Hey, what, Tony?
Legacy be going to a photo shoot.
What?
Oh.
Remember when we went to do Millie? He was in his Easter best.
I wasn't in no damn Easter. I wasn't in no damn Easter best.
Where are you going?
Tell me well. Hey, Tony, and the crazy thing was I pulled up on Tayama and Tony at the shop that we thought we were gonna, and I'm jumping. I'm trying to orchestrate Kate. All of us supposed to be wearing pink and white. So they ain't know I was gonna come out with that brim. And I had on my pink and white and everything. And they Tayama looking at me like,
But
like what she's talking about.
I connected with both of them because my dress was ombre. It had all the pinks going down.
So you it didn't matter what color shade they had. You had it all.
Whatever it is, I got you.
You got it.
She was in there. We was in there, and I actually had a good time at that shoot, but it was a nice spot. But people get a little bit, people like to try to take your shine and stuff. So, Tayama was in the middle and she was trying to take all the shine.
Honey.
Moving right along.
I hate to tell you, I was born a light bright. So regardless.
We see you.
And I want to go on record. In my room, all the lights are off. It is the reflection from my screen that's giving me light. And I'm still the lightest thing on here.
Okay, and I got lights on and everything.
Everything is completely dark.
It's hard to prevent that white from showing. That's Miss Biles, Simone Biles.
Simone Biles, her new husband, Jonathan. They're living their best life. They're happily married now. And they're all in the news. And she's the Olympic gold medalist. But what the tea is and why she's in the news is people want to throw her under the bus for wearing a $159 wedding dress. And she said she didn't think it was a need to go out and buy thousands of gowns and this and that and spend all this money on a wedding. She said my $159 wedding dress was fine.
More than fine.
Also talked about her not doing her hair and having the roots not pressed right.
You're talking about
the thing.
Let me tell you what this picture shows me. She married the man she loved. She was literally standing there to marry the man she loved, not to prove shit to nobody. So,
this is my thing with it. This is my thing with it. How does the world know that she spent $159 on this dress?
Because she literally, they gave her a split shoulder where they basically walked them through from her dress fitting and all the rest of that. Because
but you see, that's what I'm saying. When we do too much, as she ain't have no reason to be advertising and talking about, showing her stuff off. Like the dress is beautiful to me, and
she
it don't take.
a bridal shop that all the broke, like not broke.
You're horrible. You're horrible. You're horrible. Cause you said that all the broke people.
Meaning it wasn't like she went into a
high end
designer, like a designer high end place. She you rock, girl.
She was beautiful. She was beautiful to me on that, and I mean the dress was nice too. And I just feel like
zooming in that much to see that my new growth, I got some new growth. That's your business.
But see, I think
exactly
in today's society, where these parents are spending thousands of dollars on their prom for their kids, they have the expectation that they doing it because they see the celebrities be elaborate. So they expect the celebrities to hold that statue of being elaborate. And she's not from there. That's not her walk of life. So I wouldn't have told the world, no, they would kiss my tail. My wedding dress cost material.
They the kids what say Kate?
Let me tell you, where she went and got the dress from, there is no dresses that's up in that. The most you gonna get up in that what, 2,500? So even if she did or did not tell,
right, it wouldn't have been enough.
Nothing is ever enough. Even if you're doing your best, somebody gonna always have something to say. But let them know. I bet y'all won't be broke to broke, because if she's making these conscious decisions and she have money, you best to believe she will not turn into MC Hammer. Oh, my bad.
But that's my thing. This is
MC Hammer.
Broke. But that's my thing with how society
came out so quick.
That's the thing that I have a problem with social engineering. Like Thelma was saying is, hold on, what that say?
Sandy say it again, and Juicy say it again. 100% agree. She wouldn't have told him how much her dress was.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It was a show leading up to their wedding.
Right, but see, you see how that unnecessary exposure, that was unnecessary exposure that you could have recorded you could have recorded the wedding, but how much he spent on his tux, how much he spent on his shoes. Cause I ain't spending all the money when I do mine. I'm gonna definitely
What's your limit?
Let me see. Probably my whole wedding gonna probably be like $2,200.
Oh hell no, nigga! I can't marry you. Don't, fuck that. What's somebody gonna do with that?
He's gonna do $50 at his local notary public.
No, that's a wedding gift from his friend.
You see, I'm talking about, and that's probably when Kate gonna fly in.
The whole wedding, Juicy. He's saying the whole wedding, not his tux, not his bride, his groomsmen. That fool say 2,200.
He already got some badass clothes in storage, so you're gonna grab one of them suits and put it in the cleaner.
It's gonna be on the beach, so ain't nobody got to worry about shoes.
You see, I already got the people to get it together. So guess what? I'm gonna have more money to put toward the house that I'm gonna buy.
Amen.
Well, how about this? You get your house, then you double bite to come talking about marry me. That won't even work. $2,200. Motherfucker,
Tony, put her in the back room. Put her in the back room.
Please.
But listen, I'm loving the black love. I'm loving the black love with Simone Biles and her husband, because people don't want us happy. And the crazy thing is most of them bitter niggas and bitter bitches be having horrible relationships of their own and ain't even nowhere near close to an altar. And the only thing they putting on the only ring they putting around their fingers is the ring of a penis around their lips. That's it.
All I have to say is,
Hey, Miss.
Hey,
Hey,
Miss
Veronica.
That $150 dress had that Negro crying as she was walking down the aisle, so it did the trick.
I was gonna say the only ring they used to see is the one around their bathtub.
Lord, I can't.
Hey, going natural. It's crazy. I mean, it really is damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Miss Veronica, I played your commercial earlier.
It
And
really
say, I
is
don't want
that.
to eat some of your snacks, cause baby.
Well, I only have one more thing to show, and Juicy brought this to my attention. She said, it's only May, and already we have over 199 mass
Mass
shootings
shooting.
here in the United States. Let's talk about that.
Oh wait, before we do,
It done went up to 200, just so y'all know.
yeah, it went up to
Yeah, it
200
did.
because we had one the other day.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think yesterday. But I was gonna show you my broom legacy that I bought from the 45th Street Flea Market. I'm ready for it. Let's go.
What?
Meet me at the altar in your white dress. I got a
Yeah,
green and a pink one for
you
us.
you know it. You know it.
Jump, baby, jump.
Jump, baby, jump.
Legacy gotta go
But
first.
listen,
We'll see him do it, then we'll think about the pursuit.
let's talk about this other stuff.
Yes.
Let me tell you, that is, but the other stuff is depressing. That is so depressing.
It is.
But
No, like
it is.
for real. And then out of all them 99, 200 mass shooting, do you know how many babies fell in that?
Mm.
But yeah, they want to pass.
Normally it'd be more adults. It was more babies this year than anybody.
They want to pass a bill saying no license required.
Yeah. But that's for something totally different, Tony. That no license required is just the way, because they know us people be like, oh, so we ain't got to spend no money and da-da-da. Only a way to trap you to get in the system. Just another way to put a noose around you.
I agree with that.
You do it a little bit quicker.
Great boss lady.
Cake, when you turn
Tony, so you can get some.
No, I would definitely, let me tell you, I've been going strong. What we at now, Tony? Like 3 weeks? 3 months?
I'm gonna say we wanted 3 weeks.
Like 3 months. Like 3 months going strong. 6 pounds from being under 200. And baby, when I say this girl got so much booty, what?
Oh God. Oh God.
What?
Oh God.
Legacy, I'm gonna send you the dress that I wore. What was that day for yesterday?
Where you went?
Coast of my peoples. I love you all always, Miss
Love
Parker.
you too, Miss Parker.
Good night, Miss Parker. We love you too.
Good night,
Miss Parker. I haven't heard from you, lady. Love you and miss you.
I missed them late night after the podcast talks with you. Educator sister. Tony know what I'm talking about.
Let me get down to this. When Tayama, when Cake brought this thing about this mass shooting to the group, I went on in and looked into, and it is what you say. It is mainly depressing that, but it just doesn't feel like natural mass shooting. This stuff feels orchestrated, and it's an agenda behind these mass shootings. And I just don't believe that people are waking up out of the blue and saying, I just want to go harm a bunch of people today. The same way we have our government to have people that when we're having peaceful rallies and stuff, and they hire people to cause chaos within these rallies and things. As I was watching what the man said that happened with the shooting out there, said that the individual came to the mall or wherever he was at that time He was dressed like a police officer. So when he got out of the car dressed as a police officer, nobody except for mostly black people double look and triple look at police officers. So in everybody else's opinion, this is the friendly guy. We have no reason to be fretful of the police officers. So when he took his gun out and went to shooting and went to killing people, this was the part that kind of baffled me. Was the man? It was an officer literally at the mall in close proximity. That once the call went out, he is the one who was able to engage with the guy that was shooting, and he ended up killing the guy. And my thing is, I just feel like they have these people in place that's doing this because hold on, I'm here busy with my snack.
Legacy.
All right, keep doing your thing, Miss. That's Miss
That's Veronica.
Miss Veronica.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Miss Veronica. So the thing is, I just don't believe people are just doing. I think these people are paying people to sacrifice, and this is why they're not allowing a lot of these people to live. They're killing them, boom, 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 because what they don't want to happen is, if they was to wound this individual enough the way that person didn't die, and that person, because why not subdue this person? Because y'all are professional shooters. Why not subdue this person to make sure that we can get a better understanding of what this man's mind frame was and why he did the shoot? He was doing the shooting. They're killing these people because they don't want these people to eventually come out, if they stay alive, to come out and say, well, I mean, y'all told me, the government or whoever, y'all told me that if I do this, da 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 da. These things are orchestrated so that they can pass bills and laws to take weapons away from the American people. I keep trying to tell y'all how Adolf Hitler was able to kill all the Jews at a rapid rate. One, he got them to register their guns. Two, he got them to come back. He got them to register their guns because they were saying there was so much violence going around, but they needed to know who all had guns. Secondly, he came back a few years later and said, hey, there's still so much violence going on, even with the guns registered. How about everybody turn their guns in? Once those people who was okay with turning their guns in, they tracked down the rest of the people who wasn't willing to give up their guns. And not only did they track them down, they tracked them down, and if they didn't want to give it up, they killed them on the spot. And once they had confiscated all the guns away from the Jews and the people in that time, then they came back and slaughtered them because there was no way for those people to defend themselves against the tyranny. So this is the plot that America is doing right now. They're trying to find a way to cause enough chaos that legislation would go in and say nobody can have weapons. And that's, hold on, okay. And that's what this is moving toward.
I could take that for some of the shootings, but no, I really do think it's just people that's crazy that wake up and say, you know what, I'm finna go blow up some shit. I'm finna go do some shit. Because how they wind up at how that one dude wound up at that 6-year-old birthday party, you went and shut up nothing but babies on the birthday.
But that's the thing. I mean, I still don't put past our government having forms of mind control.
I'm with you, Legacy. But I also
something.
Why I say that is because the more and more I watch the news, when I do get to tune in on it, especially here locally, and then like the different things, like New York is trying out that robot police dog that had already been introduced to New York a couple years ago, but it was introduced in the Black community. No one thought it was a good idea. Now that we're coming back and they're bringing it out in areas where the see, I don't even know if this you know where they live, because I was told when I said white tea that I was being racist. So I don't know what to say anymore. I just want to be politically correct, you know. But now
listen,
that
take Kate, jumping on what you're saying, this is how they get it passed. When you
right,
talking
that's
about the
what I'm
dog,
saying.
see, if you see it in the white communities and the dogs are not attacking anyone or doing anything wrong, it smooths it over for them to say, okay, well, when it was in this community over here, we had no problems. But then once people go into saying to go, okay, we with it, and now you shifted it over and bring it into the black community, and now all of a sudden that ain't the same dog. It ain't the
Right.
same programming.
And the reason why it'll be shifted, like I'm fearful, not fearful as in the devil and fear and oh my God, but just wow, they in for some shit when the shit hits the shit fan. But how much crime we have here that they're not. My son got robbed on the train. By 9 o'clock, those people were apprehended and he had his belongings back. I ain't never seen nobody work that fast. And I said, oh, they might have did it because they knew I was coming down with what the heck. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, and I'm thankful that it got rectified and he's safe and everything happened. But how many crimes go that they don't do anything about? So now when they bring this need here because they can't get the crime under control, and the crime ain't robbing only, it's the murders that can't get under control. These mass shootings that apparently can't get under control. We're in May with 200. We had at one point 200 in a couple years. Now we have it in a few months. So I also see this as an opportunity to implement martial law. And they need to come up with a reason to say we can't do what we need to do. We got to take over and push the control there. So I'm with you on that.
Exactly.
And the thing of it is pass that law then where we don't need the a license so that everybody can carry. So when we see the police reach for his gun, we can pop him. Yeah. I'm not saying to shoot him, but who knows? Because it could be a police. Just the other day, they were talking about a firefighter that got killed here at 3 o'clock in the morning. But he got killed because he was beating on his girlfriend who ran to get help. And when he ran after her, he tried the person, and the person turned the gun on him. But you're a firefighter. You're supposed to be serving and protecting and a good citizen, but you commit domestic violence in your free spare time. You know, so we have a lot of people that's doing the things they choose to do when they want to underneath their badge and get away with it. I'm all for finding out the affiliations. How did this man get a whole police uniform?
Because exactly, he didn't just come out in regular clothes. No. He was dressed as an officer.
Let me tell you, you do know you could go online and you can get damn near an exact replica of a police uniform.
But that's the thing that we're saying, Tay. If you should not be able to go. You should not be able to go online and buy any law enforcement, anything pertaining to law enforcement. There should be an assigned place where you have to go and get these uniforms for, and you're supposed to be able to have some type of certificate showing that you are actually a law enforcement agent.
Yeah.
Don Phelps, what's up, Mr. Phelps?
Let's just be clear. For every crime that a criminal wants to commit, no matter if you can't find it, where there's a will, a criminal gonna make a way. That's like when
totally. I agree.
For every law that they make, there's a criminal out there that's gonna be smarter or something to break it. That's why
I totally agree.
Don said, I'm buying everything from law enforcement, and I want it too. I don't want no pepper spray. Give me what make your eyes close and you fall to your knees. You know, I don't want that. I don't want to go to Party City.
It's crazy.
I'm so
Y'all be talking about she rainbow. Juicy lately, Juicy been showing y'all she crazy as hell.
That would make your eyes close.
Juicy was never
Yes, I told y'all she done started to come out that damn rainbow. It's a dark cloud if you make her goddamn rainbow go away.
Y'all go like 2 shows ago. Juicy told y'all she was gangster without even telling you.
I'm gonna Chris Brown it. Blame it on the medicine. If he can get away with it, so can I.
Hey, look, y'all ain't gonna see Juicy coming. Y'all think y'all need to look for me. That's what you need to look for.
I'm for the purple.
Hey, Tony.
Juice is standing right there. She's standing right there by him. Hey, tell him Juice is standing right there beside him. They don't even think Juice is nothing but a little lady over there. And all the time, you on your way out of here.
Okay, don't watch me. Y'all might want to watch that squat out now.
She's talking about, no, give me the stuff that make their eyes close. Oh God. We
don't take that out.
Listen. No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
It's just you said it loud and clear enough the way it actually lined up with you finally.
Listen, let me tell you something. My fear is I've been watching this and I was telling Tony I want to say it was yesterday. I was telling Tony that when we aired maybe a month or so ago about the man who owned Cash Out and how he got murdered, and then all of a sudden out of the blue we got this thing called Fed Bank that's supposed to be and it is tomorrow will be the first day of implication of this to where they're trying it out. But June, is it June or July the 2nd? It will be here to stay. And what it is, say what, Kate?
I think I read July 2nd.
Okay, but what it is they're trying to monopolize, and they're definitely pushing for us to be a cashless society. And what this does is what happened is they got mad because when Cash Out first dropped, everybody went to Cash Out. Banks lost a lot of money being filtrated through the banks. And so Cash App had to find this little niche to where this man was making all this money and they couldn't keep up track with how much money people was actually making or filtrating through Cash App. So then they tried to call it a sleeper cell group to where, and the man was an American citizen who owned Cash App. And so they couldn't hit him with the sleeper cell as, this is a way that people are filtrating money to other countries and other states and, dealing with terrorism and stuff. So that's when last year, Kate, when Tony came in and was telling us that they had came up with this law to where that now Cash App, Chime, Venmo, and all those different banking institutions were going to have to give everybody what it was a 1040, Tony, or a W-2, a 1099, to where they were trying to say if you at any time have more than $600 to have been filtrated through Cash App, Chime, Venmo, and Zelle, and all those things, that you had to get a 1099 form and turn that in with your taxes. Well, all of a sudden now the man who owned Chime gets murdered. Nobody knows who did it, and Cash App, and even though nobody knows who done it, then all of a sudden the federal banking institutions all of a sudden come up with Fed Bank. And guess what? For every deposit, every anything you purchased off this card, they're charging you 48 cents per purchase and let's say you wanted to order 50 shirts from China. That bank can decide if they want that, even though your money is in there, that bank can tell you, no, we're not going to allow you to purchase this from China. We're not going to allow you to go online. You've already bought seven cars this week. We're not going to lie. So now they're going to be able to not only know how much money you got, they're going to be able to control your spending.
So let me tell you what they're doing even more. DC state tax, you have to file taxes, and the refund, they're giving people a portion of their refund, and then they're giving the rest in monthly payments. When you go, if you don't deposit this money or cash this check with the bank that it's written on, they ain't even honoring these checks through the tax returns. They are putting holds to verify the government's state funds. So yeah, they really want to regulate the money.
And I've never liked Ron DeSantis at all, but I have championed for him because he
said to call, his connection dropped, he's back. I said welcome back.
Okay, but I'm rocking with Ron DeSantis on this. Ron DeSantis and I think it's like 15 other state governors are now getting ready to take the government to court about World Bank, Donovan. But now Ron DeSantis them are saying that they're not allowing that to be implemented inside of the state of Florida, and they're getting ready to take the government to court on this matter because that is infringing upon people's rights. You don't have to know or oversee what I purchased with my hard-earned money. See,
Ron DeSantis, he says the boss, and that part I sent to Tony too about him when I was saying what's going on with Florida, because between him and Disney, he done took over Disney's Ready Creek. He done shut Disney's business down, and it's no facts. My money is my money. Yes. So he's paying Glenn Gazillion $400,000 salary to be the administrator over Walt Disney's governing district, Ready Creek.
But why?
The question to me is how, not even a why. Like, we already know why, so he can have that money. But how?
Ms. Jeanette Brown said Disney is moving to Georgia.
And the reason being is because Disney's doing a lot of crooked things, and there are a lot of pedophiles. I was about to say that.
Right.
And they got caught with it, but they also are very supportive of y'all know the community. I can't go through all of them. And so supportive of them and not being willing to censor their support. They've been under scrutiny for what they're doing, and he's like, they're making it, we don't want this here. We don't want to impose transgender. I thought it was more than LGBT, so that's why I stopped, because I couldn't remember. I thought I heard some other letters before. Introducing it to our kids for years, and now they ain't having it. They're not having it. But do a person pay $100,000 a year to be an administrator?
Well, I guess he believes that this is at no cost, to protect what the children are watching. And he's not saying that he's against this movement, but he's just saying that it shouldn't be. So it's LGBTQIA plus what other letter I want to come out with tomorrow.
Our kids are confused because of Disney. I believe you and I agree. They're
Listen,
confused in so many
Jonathan,
ways.
I've saw so many different times within the last 2 years where people have dissected Disney movies, where you could see the subliminal hidings of sexual implications of stuff like that in these movies. And I think I was telling Tony a few months ago how a lot of people were mad. They got this new Mario Brothers movie coming out, and anybody grew up in the 80s and 90s know Mario Brothers was about Luigi, Mario, and then as it grew in the 90s, you had Toadstool, you had the Princess, and then you had Koopa, Yoshi, and different individuals like that were added to this movie and to this game.
Already
When
out.
this movie getting ready, who?
He said it's already out. So not getting ready,
Okay,
it's already out.
okay, it's already out. So with this movie, the people who created the movie, they were up on the scrutiny because the LGBT community were mad that it wasn't anything in there like with a gay or lesbian character or a transgender character, and they had a problem with it. And the people who created the movie said there was none of those characters when we created the game. So why would we add that to the movie? And this agenda is really going up. It's just too far. Nobody's against whatever lifestyle of person. That's between you and God and how you got to deal with that when that time comes. Nobody's against you living the way you want to live. But you have to stop forcing Super Mario Brothers is a hit. Right, because they were trying to boycott it, Donovan, because those characters were not in that movie. And I'm like, how is it that y'all want everybody to understand you want everybody to accept and understand how you want to live your life? But then when people decide that, okay, we accept that, well, understand that we don't want to add anything to movies that we never had or thought of adding into these movies before this big movement came about. It's like no matter what you do, no matter how you say, okay, we agree with you guys, nobody shouldn't have a problem with how you live your lifestyle. It's like they just turn it up even more. Oh, well, we got to be in every type of movie that is out. Oh, this need to be seen. Oh, we should be allowed to make books to be out in the front to tell kids. They gotta listen. These folks got an ABC gay book that every alphabet in this book talks about something pertaining to that. And people are upset about it, but guess what? I don't see it being talked about on the news. They have a book that for every letter in the alphabet is something pertaining to talking about that community. Listen, make that book if you want to, but keep that book in your goddamn house. This should not be out to be put on the front for people to just. No, man, what is wrong with just letting people live their normal, natural life? Why? Why this got to be out there? Please, somebody tell me why this got to be out here.
It don't. It doesn't.
I think the man say the D was for the D. I think the D was for dick, and the P was for penis. It's just crazy. This shit is over with. I'm talking about we are done. And then if you look over into other countries, the United States is now having arguments with other parts of Africa because these major presidents of each one of these countries in Africa are saying they're not legalizing homosexuality, transgender, and all this type of stuff off in their countries. And America is mad with it. Why the fuck does it matter? You're in the United States. These people are in their country. These people should have a right to make rules and laws in their country to govern their people.
I agree.
But we're mad because nobody wants to accept that as the American Western culture gender. That right there lets me know just how much America has become the city of Babylon. That we want our simple, not just America is the most lawless country, one of the most, if not the top most lawless country in the world. In the world.
Okay, well,
We
they
have
not
more
gonna go
people.
up against you, but legacy, that's like if we know it's slaves in Africa, but we free here, we ain't gonna try to free them. If I'm gay and I'm able to have my rights, damn right, I'm finna reach over there, reach one, teach one, grab my
No,
brother and
but
be
Africa say
like,
that's Africa said that's fine, but then they need to come to the United States. That's what they're saying.
let me tell you, they said slavery, we weren't free. You had to keep fighting for it, so they have to fight for it, and they need allies to fight with
I
them.
don't know, but listen, we got shit going on in our own country that we need to get under wraps before we go in anybody else's country. We can't even get reparations right here in the United States for the 452 years plus slavery in this goddamn country that was based on black people's back and building up this country. How the hell do you get up and go and stick your nose in somebody else's goddamn business?
It's like that gospel song, clean around your own back door before you try to clean around.
Yeah.
They
And do you know that
they got gay marriage done here. So now they trying to get it done everywhere else. If you're in that community, you cannot turn a blind eye if you know somebody else is suffering for what it is that you wanted to do. Not saying in between, but it makes sense that they would do that. Because it's still a group in another country that is not allowed to be their free
listen, they haven't proved they have never proved anything of wrongdoing or people being chopped up and murdered or nothing for living their lifestyle. Nobody has proven that in Africa. I mean, over in America, that's
I don't have the right to be my true self. Y'all not God, we not God. There should be nothing that sits there and tell me who I can.
Let me ask you something. Do you if you want to get in your car,
who, me?
And you feel like driving, hold on, you want to drive 250 miles an hour. That's your feeling of what you want to do. But the law say, the law say we're not going to allow this to go on in our country. So as long as you understand that you can still get in your car and drive at 200 miles an hour, but you still gonna be held accountable if you get caught. You may want to drive at 250, but the law say your ass better not drive over 75. That is the same. These are laws. Nobody's getting murdered over there in Africa, but countries have to be able to run their country the way that they want to run, because guess what? The United States don't do a goddamn thing for Africa. Africa do everything for every other country.
Actually, they are getting murdered. I have two friends in Africa, one in Nigeria.
All I know,
one in Ghana, and they both.
It makes sense that the gays here that fought for their rights here is gonna go everywhere that another gay is to fight.
Well, listen again.
It makes sense.
I don't have no problem with fighting. I don't have no problem, but I also know that if I was raised in a country that I know don't want this, it ain't that they don't want those people there. They don't want the United States pushing their own agenda in their country. And every country has its own right.
Let's be clear. Not the politicians and stuff that's in the United States. They ass ain't pushed for no gay marriage or none of that. Let's be clear. It is a specific group of people that are literally fighting for this in another country. It makes sense that they would do this.
Well, I'm glad Africa's standing up. I'm not just to the United States. I'm glad that they're getting them some backing, dealing with China, dealing with Russia, because we may not be looking at it, but it's coming. World War III is getting ready to happen.
Don't say that shit when I got a brand new little boy. He'll be one of the people. Don't say that.
Well,
we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna let people live their life in kumbaya.
It has already started, Tiama, and don't
Juicy,
worry.
send them some herbs so they could kumbaya. Stop playing.
But it's just sad that the American people, for me, and I try to make sure that anything that I find that is very informational for us and that we can give to the world. But we have to start doing, not just, I ain't talking about us so much. I'm just talking about we as people, as American people. We have to do the research. Anything that any type of chaos that our government allows to be seen on the news that draws our attention to this stuff, when they give us something to talk about on the news and cause a riot or cause all this marching and stuff, they gave that to us because they're doing something with their other hand behind our back that we don't know about.
That's called a distraction.
A distraction. And that's what they do all the time. And
so
go ahead, Kate.
When one thing that we are being distracted about is we were talking about how the BRICS were or having overturning be the head over the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Funny thing about it is Africa said if Putin show up to one of their world system ceremonies that they have, they gotta arrest him.
If who?
They gotta arrest
if Putin, they gotta arrest Putin.
Yep. It's a
I just seen video today where Putin was sitting with Africans and Chinese people and nobody arrested Putin.
But last week in the news, it was out that if he shows up, there's a warrant for his arrest because he had violated a lot of treaties that dealt with the Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
And after they had put out a hit towards his life. And so there's a lot that we just not seeing in our news that's
out there.
Right.
In the world news. And that's the thing. Now they're mad because we have to eliminate Putin now because he's conjuring with other countries to overthrow the American system as far as money. You mean to tell me you didn't try to go in here and kill him when he first went in here into Ukraine? Now you got a problem with him because now they're starting to trying to create the Brinks Bank that demoralizes the American dollar. You got a problem with him now. Now you want him arrested. But before then, you didn't want him arrested. You let him go in there and invade the Ukraine. The United Nations did nothing to stop Putin from making Russia go in and invade the Ukraine. But now that they done came up with another way to circumvent the United States from controlling everything. China is the #1 import across the world. Nobody produces and sells material at a large quantity than China. So the United States is in debt with a lot of stuff pertaining to China. And now y'all linking up with Putin? Oh no, Putin gotta go. We need him dead because they done already finalized the Brinks Bank thing. They're getting ready to make this happen. And the United States hate it because they're not in the loop. Well, listen, we'll be here another hour talking about this type of stuff, and it draws me in heavily because sometimes I can't even sleep because I be looking at stuff and it just drives me mad. We're finna get ready to get up out of here. I want to just thank Miss
One more thing. I just want to a little announcement. Pay attention to you all's Walmart receipts because Walmart has been allowed to now add a surcharge to essential grocery items and things that you're buying for bottling prices. And so they're making you pay more than what the scanned and advertised prices, and it's not considered a price gouging, but it's a surcharge.
I thought surcharges were for something like a service. If somebody brought something to you or something like that. You tell me I'm going to walk into the grocery store?
To the store for you.
Say that one more time, T.
I told him, I say they did bring it to him. They brought it to the store for him to come purchase it.
Yeah.
That's how they
Well,
getting away. No,
that,
And it's
for real,
automatic.
for real.
It's automatic. So our Walmart up here no longer even gives bags. You got to pay 75 cents for a reusable bag in order to get your groceries to take out the store. First, it was 5 cents for plastic bags. Then they went 5 cents for paper bags. Now they went 75 cents for a reusable bag. And now there's a surcharge.
see, but that's the thing
Crazy
that we
lost
talk
of
about, and I
that.
try to do. No, I am. I'm just flabbergasted on how the American people don't
Are letting this
understand
go.
or letting it go and don't understand that none of that shit in them grocery stores is worth nothing if the consumer don't come buy it.
Amen.
It's like gas. I was, and I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna send y'all a link of this thing that I looked up. The dude is showing you how if only 30 million people decide that they're not gonna go to work this day, not buy gas, not go in the stores and spend $1 for one day, collapses the American economy. It's 387 million people in the United States of America. 30 million people just say we ain't going to work for one day, we ain't going to buy no gas. It has to be across the board, and gas will drop back down to a price that's affordable. Walmart will make prices drop back to where it is affordable because the people will have taken back their power structure to say the only reason you have all of that money is because we come and purchase the shit that you're servicing us with. But none of that milk go bad if ain't nobody in there purchasing no goddamn milk out of Walmart. Them eggs go bad if ain't nobody going in there and buy it. You got to take that meat back and enjoy some and inject some more goddamn dye in it to make it look like it's pink. We are the reason they are able to do this on a regular because they have the American people afraid of, if I don't go to work a day or two, standing up against the tyranny, I'm gonna lose my job. But let's say 30 million people ain't losing no damn job because guess what? COVID showed that our government and our country came to a halt when nobody wasn't able to go to goddamn work.
And we still here.
And we still here.
So I have a resolve for those if you're wanting to do shop local. We have in my community co-ops, and I know I've been in a co-op in Georgia, North Carolina, Florida, Kansas. Everywhere has co-ops. Co-ops are community grocery stores where the community gets together and they have where you can shop, and they have all the things that other grocery stores have. Shop at your local co-ops. Put your money back into the community, not into these million franchise companies.
Yeah.
And
but,
one of the beautiful things about the co-op is even with their produce, they have the program set up that you can come in there, and if you use an EBT, so all you mothers and EBT recipient holders, your produce is half off. So whereas
be prepared, Kate. This is the implication for the world to understand. We done thought all these years about, it ain't gonna never be no such thing as the mark of the beast. It's here.
It's here. It's marked. Grow your groceries. Grow your own food. We planted potatoes, watermelon, tomatoes. Yeah. Do your thing.
I had a dude before he go. A white dude just came on social media. He was saying, I know we got to get out of here, that he has been censored from Facebook and every social media site because he was telling people about how they need to just go purchase up about 4 or 5 acres of land and start.
You must be being censored because you just went out. We don't hear you anymore. Put it in the chat. Wow.
Hold on, Kate. Yeah.
Those things that's in Walmart are GMOs anyways, hardly organic. Very, very true, Veronica. But the thing what they're doing is they're not just doing it on the food that you're eating, it's on the packaging. So things that are bottled in glass, plastic, and metal, they've gone back to that bottling surcharge where the manufacturers charge the companies a fee in order for them to receive those items, instead of the company Walmart paying that fee for their purchase that they're purchasing to sell to us. They putting that cost back on us. So it's not even in the produce part of it. It's
Right.
in the things that you wouldn't even consider the surcharges to be there on. Things that are being packaged. The other way they got through with it and saying it was okay to be passed was because we need to have less waste. So if people keep wanting to buy these things and create to the garbage piles that we have instead of recycling, we can make them pay for it or have them bring back their containers and let them be reused. So
Well, listen, y'all. It's that time. We already done went over. I mean, this has been a very, very informative show tonight for me, my sisters and my brother. Appreciate you got something to say, boss?
I said definitely. I agree with you.
So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We're gonna bring out the juices, cakes, and the business. Cake, let them know.
you can find me here every Tuesday and Friday on the ATL show. Check me out on Facebook, Nicole Purse, Instagram, Miss Beautiful, TikTok, Miss Juicy Cakes, and you can hit me up on my website. I set up consultations. And Cordell, please send that number to my phone. Send your number to my phone, because I promise you, and pimping ain't easy. I ain't doing that, Tay.
You got a twin brother. I don't know.
I don't have the number in my phone. I'm going to move out to the country so very soon to grow my own food. You don't have to go to the country. If you have a porch, a patio with a nice, well-lit, sunny area, you can do container gardening in small spaces. Follow me on Facebook, and I can help you with that.
She's right, Miss Veronica. You can buy boxes, not boxes like paper boxes, but they're called boxes that you can actually grow plants and stuff. In your backyard and not take up so much space. But we're gonna go ahead and bring out the boss lady, the meanest one on the podcast, but maybe second meanest because Juicy done started showing some other signs. But the boss lady, let them know.
It's all love.
Well, you can reach me on IG at Tayama01. You also can reach me on Facebook at Tayama Copeland 1. You can reach me at justintimeaccessories@gmail. You can reach me at justintimeaccessories with 2 S's.com. And you go to my website. It's uploaded, ready to go because it was revamped. So yeah.
So you're saying it's accessories at the IESS?
After it's 2 S's. No, it's 2 S's. Yes, accessories.
Okay.
And accessories is 2 S's.
I see what
Not
you're
on
saying.
the end. Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
All right. We appreciate you, baby girl, for coming on tonight. But let me bring out the man that makes it possible for us to be out here in these ATL, in this ATL world, in these ATL streets. The one that's a pain in my ass, but I wouldn't want to go a day without him. My boss man, our boss man, the one and only. AB, let him know.
My name is Anthony Brown. I'm your host, and you can find me on all social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube under Anthony Brown or The Anthony Brown Show. Also, I ask that you follow my Facebook page, which is Anthony the Writer. And of course, you'll probably see me on TikTok or Facebook Reels. And words to live by is you got to grind until you shine.
Y'all know he been saying that right there for about 3 years now. So y'all ought to be already grinding and shining. Also,
some people glitter ain't gold. Hustle.
All right, y'all know who I am. I'm Legacy the Great. You can hit me on Facebook. I mean, if you need it, excuse me, let me start over. I'm ready to get out of here. Y'all know who I am. I'm Legacy the Great. Reach out to me on Facebook up under Audrine Williams. Also hit me on YouTube as up under Legacy the Great. My email account is legacyunlock at mail.com. Also, you business purposes only. You can reach out to me at 229-630-7615. Also, hit me up at 561-907-9129 pertaining to if you locked out your vehicles or if you are or do need anything dealing with legal advice or assistance, hit me up. I can help you. With that being said, I just want everybody to know that, you know, we have to pay more attention to what our governments are doing. They're hiding, they're throwing a rock and hiding their hands. And I just want to be the one to get out here and let it be known, because it's coming close. And I'm not one of them people that be saying that God is on his way, Listen, if I've never believed it more than anything in my life, now I do, because this world is definitely gone to shit. ATL, ho.
Good night, everybody.
28 grams of moss, 28 grams of moss. Little people the kings, little people the kings. Y'all ain't ready for this, y'all ain't ready for this. Yeah. I'm the champion, I'm the champion, don't know why you cats wanna wait to be with the street just to give you cats a chance to eat. What you got for early getting finished the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game and I continue to win. Still I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. Like you phony rap cat, about to make me squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, ATL is on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga. I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I follow you rap cats, so you niggas my sons and I'm the truth. Why? Cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Still rep the A&T, but I carry my throne. God bless every child that can hold it home. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause ain't another rapper out here better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you got. So when you can't scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the half. You do the math, and that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the little cats know who really the done. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. See, I put that on my life, put that on my son. Gotta stay the best of people leaking trade love. If I throw it on the key, you can put that on my heart and I'm the God. Cause I'm the motherfucking champion.